Welcome everyone. This is Wes here with a special unboxing video. And I got my package from Amazon, and it's pretty cool because in here I have the mini nuke edition. So I'm gonna love this. Gonna enjoy it. Melting off some faces and murdering my enemies. Fallout. But I have all the games, so I thought it would be pretty cool if I did a contrast between what you get in the new box versus the older game. So what it's showing here is it's got this light in the way. That's not fun. Okay, so you have Fallout Tactics, you have Fallout 2, 1 and 2, you have New Vegas, you have Fallout 3. And as I said before, it's a mini nuke edition, so let's take this baby out and see what it looks like. Okay, here it is. And it is gorgeous. Full size mini nuke. It's pretty cool. Good weathering on it. Let's take this baby out and see what it looks like. So I'm going to be careful and open this because since I already have all the games, this one isn't really for playing, it's just really for collecting because I missed out on the other collections, the other collectibles before, and I wanted to just have something nice since this was coming out. This is a Fallout Anthology edition, so it's pretty cool, pretty nice. I'm going to take it out and then we can see what it looks like. For your mercy, so I won't have it taken all the time of trying to open it. So I got that peeled back, so let's open it and see what we have in here. Okay, that's good so far. It's plastic pieces. Let's get this open. Okay. That's so that, I guess, to protect the top part of the warhead. I'm just going to gently remove it. It's not very heavy. And here you go. Look at that. A thing of beauty. Now we're going to review more about the box. This is the box that it came in. It's pretty good, a high quality looking box as far as paper and plastic is concerned. It tells you everything. It tells you all the system requirements for your game. So I found out that the new game will not run on my current setup. It's because you got to have a Windows 7 or higher, and I think, what is it, 3 gigahertz processor, the newer ones. So I have a dual core AMD processor in one of my computers, and the other one is Clarion, and then I have a Pentium 4 Windows 7 on it. So I'm gonna have to rebuild it, but that's okay, not to worry, because I actually ordered both versions of the game. I actually ordered it for PlayStation 4, so I'm gonna enjoy playing it on the PlayStation 4. So I'm gonna gently move this box out the way. Then we're going to get further into the reviewing of the rest of the Fallout Anthology edition. Okay, so this is a mini nuke, and you just do this, squeeze it, not squeeze it, you can rotate it to open it. So we're going to sit this down. That's the top, and then also too, remember, press that button. It makes the noise, but I'm going to have to put in the batteries. So we get this with a voucher, game registration code, which is pretty cool. Let's just show it to you what's on here, so you can look at it. It says, warning, read this important safety information before using. They always say that, but let's see what it says. I'm reading this through my camera, so it's hard. Okay. This is game manuals available at manualbefsoft.com. I already have all the manuals for these games, so that's no problem. It's telling me when Fallout 4 is available. So, on from that, that's still pretty cool. This is what the box looks like. It's showing all of the games. You got, of course, Fallout 1. Especially don't have that weird glare. There we go. Fallout 1. Fallout 2. Tactics, one of my favorite. Fallout 3 and New Vegas. And of course, a slot for Fallout 4 when it comes out. Okay? So here you have all the games. And we're going to just whoop these babies out real quick. And you got a sleeve for Fallout 4 when it comes out. They go right here. It just says welcome home. And you can read what it says. As the sole survivor of Vault 111, you enter a world destroyed by nuclear war. So, you can read if you want to, but they all probably say something. And then you probably have to zoom in on this because this is some really small writing. There we go. It's focusing on that. And then you got the 1-800 call Vault Tech. Okay, so we're going to put this sleeve for 4 back in. Now, we're going to look at Fallout. And as I say, I actually own all the games already. But it is cool to have them individual as well. So let's take this out and see what it does. It's like, this is Fallout. One thing I'm interested to see, I may go ahead and install this on this other computer I'm working on right here to see it, because on the old games they all say interplay. So I'm interested in seeing if they went back and removed interplay, and do they say Bethesda now. But that's something we'll find out. I'm going to gently move that to the side. So that's Fallout 1. Then we got Fallout 2 here. I'm trying to hold this and my camera at the same time. Just got to have my tripod put up. We got all the games here, and this is, first we'll start with Fallout 1, Fallout 2, and of course Fallout Tactics. All beautiful games and beautiful covers. Let's see, can I zoom in and read this down here just so you can see it? Doesn't look like the camera's going to focus on it. But it does say Fallout Tactics 2001, Bethesda Softwork, a ZeniMax company, all rights reserved. That's just what it says. There you go. You can see it for yourself now. Then this one says the same, pretty much. Nope, it doesn't. It says something completely different. That is, this game came out in 1997, back in the 90s. And this game came out in 98. back during the I guess premium ones, or the 486 days or whatever. Of course, you got the game of the year edition, and you got the New Vegas edition of the game. Now this game says, okay, it says for Windows, but I know it's a Steam game. I actually prefer having the actual physical copies of a game, not the digital downloads. I'm not a fan of those. I actually like having it where I can actually hold it and play it, because if something ever goes wrong, you lose something. If you got digital only, you may in fact lose, you know, what you spent your hard money on. So I actually like having a physical copy of it. So that's pretty much it for what you come in the new edition. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do a contrast to what was in the existing games. And I'm not going to do a side-by-side comparison, because, you know, you can just see this is what everything looks like. And then I'm going to show you the difference between that and the older incarnations of the exact same games. So I just removed a little piece on here so I could activate the bomb sound. So this is what it sounds like. And the cha-ching at the end of it. So, all very cool. Love it. I'm going to enjoy it. I'm going to put everything back together and put her back to bed. I just might, yeah, that all looks pretty good. Oh, I didn't even realize this piece in here. Hold on. What is this? Okay. It's telling me when Fallout 4 is coming out. Then I got Doom. Alright. 11/10/15 is when it all comes out. As I say, I already bought Fallout 4. I have 2 copies of that as well. I have the wait, let's make sure I put this thing back on right, because I did something wrong. It's not fitting. Alright, so I put everything back. This is the way that I want to store it in here for a while until I finish working on the other computer I have, so I can actually install it. And I'm also going to put back the little plastic stop that's supposed to separate and keep the batteries from going dead. I'm going to put them back in so that it won't die. So actually I got to take everything back apart, but this is it. The Fallout Anthology edition, and it's pretty cool. And just show you the back of it once more. So you have all the games. Now some people keep saying that Tactics isn't canon, but that's not really the case. This is my own opinion. The deal was, I'll show you what I'm talking about real quick. I'll go over it in a little more detail in a second, or I'll go over it in more detail in a moment. Okay. Fallout Tactics. In this trilogy, the deal is Interplay still owns some of the rights. So as you see, this copy of it says Interplay, and it also has, can I get down on here so you can see it good? Come on, focus, camera. Camera doesn't want to cooperate today. It also has Bethesda on here. So the deal was, Interplay could still sell these and manufacture these for a period of time, even though they had sold the Fallout franchise to Bethesda. Well, now all that stuff has ran out, so they don't own any more rights to any of the Fallout games. I'm thinking they did have one option to make another game, but they have to prove that they have a lot of money or enough money to produce it. So that's the reason why they don't consider Tactics canon. But don't be surprised if you see a Tactics 2 coming. Just like they worked on New Vegas. Well, instead of it being called Fallout 4, Obsidian has to be working on another Fallout game. If Fallout 4 been in production since Fallout 3, then more than likely there is another game being produced. And of course you wouldn't call it New Vegas 2, you'd probably call it Tactics 2. That makes sense. So that's just my thoughts on that one. Just my opinion. Alright, so now I'm going to show you the very exact thing that I showed you in the Anthology crap. Now I'm going to show you the exact same games that I have. So what I'm showing you is, this is the PC version of New Vegas. This is the PlayStation 3 version. This is the PS3 version of the original Fallout 3. And this is this Game of the Year edition of Fallout 3. And this one here is the Game of the Year edition PC. One thing I noticed a vast improvement with the Game of the Year edition is this particular one actually has dual CDs. So the fact that that's not dual CD is pretty good. So that's one good thing. And this is the Trilogy edition, which is the one that I have for the older games. But it actually just came on one disc, so I don't have 3 discs. So the fact that the new one comes with the 3 discs is actually pretty cool. Now, I don't know if this is exclusive to me or other people, but I'm pretty sure it should work for everybody. Once I install my game, I don't have to use these CDs anymore. So when I launch Fallout, I can just launch all of these games without having to have the disc physically installed. So I don't know if that's the same for everybody that plays Fallout or just the way I got my PC configured, but all I have to do is just click on it. Well, I use these from the mod manager tool. So since I have Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas is modded, but even with Fallout 1, 2, and Tactics, I'm saying we don't have to actually put in the physical CD to launch it. I do like having a CD because if you just have a digital download and something happens to the game, then you're pretty much screwed. So this is pretty much it though. I mean, the only other thing I can show you is I got the Lunchbox edition, and that's the one that actually came with the regular version of Fallout. I got this from Walmart about, I don't know, 4 or 5 years ago. I paid about $39 for it. I think it's like $300 now on Amazon or something like that. So I guess that was a good buy. But really glad that Bethesda did that. I missed the hype train the first time around on Fallout 3 merchandise. I hope that New Vegas would come out with the Pip-Boy edition, but they didn't. So I said this time around, whatever I could afford and buy, I was going to do it. So that's why I bought the mini nuke. Stay tuned for the next unboxing. That will be a hopefully that will either be my book or it will be Cause I bought the not book. I bought this a special edition strategy guide that's hardbound, or it might even be my Pip-Boy, because I actually was able to get the Pip-Boy edition of Fallout 4, and I bought two versions of those as well. I bought the PlayStation 4 version, and I also bought the PC version of it. So we'll see which one it is and how everything looks. So that's it for now. If you like my video, please like, please subscribe, give me comments, let me know how the videos, if you liked it. That helps me out, help me make better videos and that kind of thing. So I really appreciate it, and thanks for watching, taking the time to look at the video. So I'm gonna get back to doing my other tutorials and updates on my armors and all that stuff. So thanks for watching, and have a good night.